Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg on location, out with my friends with Independent Living. Danille and Ron are here with me today. We're talking about home modification on location, which is just awesome when I get to say that. But Danielle, as we always start any of these interviews, can you tell folks a little bit about Independent Living?
Yes, Independent Living is a nonprofit that has been serving folks in Dane County since 1973. The home modification department consists of occupational therapy assistants and an on-staff carpenter to make changes in people's homes. Safety, accessibility, aging in place are kind of the purposes there. We want people to be as independent as they can at home.
Yeah, and so today's topic here, home modification in the outdoor setting, and this is a prime example of something that you guys can modify and make super easy in a step stairway here. What are we looking at today?
So this caller identified that they had a fear on the stoop and concerns about falling. And whenever I hear those words, home safety assessment from Independent Living definitely needs to come into play. Also, when we're having that initial conversation by phone, I'm seeking some other to know about other concerns or bringing up some common things that are needed for aging in place and seeing if that potential client has any concerns in that area, and just trying to take care of things in that first phone call so that when we come out to visit, it's a really educational, hands-on, active kind of assessment that's making plans for the final step, which is for Ron to come out and do the modification.
And we turn our attention to Ron. Ron, a new Ron. Ron, your job when you get out here, obviously you come out for the assessment, but specifically to this job, what were some things that you identified here?
Well, knowing the client's request from Danielle, that I knew that this step was too large. Can I just?
Yeah,
point?
absolutely. Why not?
So this sidewalk right here was cracked, and there's a lip right here that was in the way, and there's a lot of broken concrete. So trying to mediate this step with an extra step would make it a lot easier for this transition. All the wood is exterior grade and pressure treated, so it's rated to be outside. But I also put some composite decking to raise it to actually make it last longer. And then there's also some water drainage problems to make sure that the water wouldn't be trapped under here. Also added this handrail and cut it in a way that you have the full grip while going up it. And it also serves the secondary unit, which also had to keep that in mind.
Does the challenge of the step space here, and we can take a look at this, does that throw it off that this one's a little bit less height versus the other one? I mean, it's a tough modification.
Yeah.
It's hard.
There's no correct really way to do it without tearing everything out and starting from scratch, but it's I guess the most efficient and most functional way that I saw it to be processed and handled.
Absolutely. And when you come out and do these, do you have the person then try it out after you're done to make sure that it's to their works for them well?
Yeah, exactly. This client was actually a bit taller than standard, so this is a little bit taller than the average. We do try to stay to building codes, but if something's not going to be functional for someone, obviously it needs to be adjusted.
That's pretty cool. And you can take on any of these jobs, really. I mean, you get out here and you just kind of assess, talk me or tell us a little bit about when you're looking at this assessment of these projects.
Just having the information already provided from Danielle and the client over the phone, and then meeting together, and then just ideally going through what they need or want personally, and then also this client had other family members too that we were also trying to accommodate. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Ron, he's doing good. Yeah, it fits really well. Like I said, you guys can adjust. I think that's the best part of modification here is you can adjust to the client and make things functional again, and that's what it's all about. Finally, Danielle, once it's in place, are we coming back to check in on these guys, see how things are going? And
Well, one thing that we like to do is, as kind of alluded to there, is before we leave a site, when the modification is being made, if it's this, we're certainly going to ask someone to take the step. If it's grab bar, we want them to pull on that, get in and out of the tub, and make sure that things are satisfactory before we go. That's key. Customer satisfaction is important to us through the whole process.
Fantastic. And I can tell you from previous videos that we have done, doing the assessment and stuff, it's real easy. These guys will ask you every single question under the sun, but that's a good thing because then you'll get the correct size, correct modification that you need to stay in your home. And that's what it's about. Staying in your home and staying safe, or else Danielle gets upset. Ron, thank you so much for your time. Nice meeting you. Looking forward to working with you here more. Danielle, always a pleasure. And if folks want to get in contact with Independent Living, what can they do, Danielle?
Yep, phone number is 268-9635. We also have a website, independentliving.org. You can see our prior videos made together on that website. There's a home modification tab, and we have many videos there, including videos 5 and 6 that show assessments. We just want to make sure that people are prepared to do a walkthrough with us. It's a really thorough assessment where we're going to ask people to demonstrate their activities of daily living. So we welcome the calls, and you can also check out the videos to help you get prepared.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Independent Living, they know what they're doing there. Look out. Home Modification Department, they're my favorite. Just saying. All right, we'll take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.